Hi everyone. See what I like about math, basically math itself is basically what's good about it is that it's what I call it. It's math is figureoutable. When you're taking like an exam, even if you don't even know how to do a problem, I mean, you have to always know what the question is asking. If you don't know the question's asking, logically, I don't see how it's possible to solve the problem. That's another thing that sometimes students are taking a test. They don't understand the question, but they're trying to solve the answer. And I tell them, you can't solve a question if you don't even know what the question is asking. Because if you don't know what the question is telling you to do, how could you do it? So you have to spend more time trying to figure out what the question means. But going back to what I was talking about is that if you know, all you really have to do in math, it's easy, is that if you know all the formulas, like let's say logarithmic, there's some rules, logarithmic formulas or exponential, exponent rules, whatever. If you just memorize these rules, actually you don't even have to memorize it. A lot of it you could actually figure out if you even forget the formula. Like if you forget the exponent rules, like let's say x to the third times x to the fourth. If you get what it equals, write it out. X to the third, write out in simple terms of what it is. It's x times x times x. X to the fourth is x times x. And then see what you get. It'll remind you that the answer will be like x to the seventh or something. You could even like do it that way, honestly. But with math, as long as you know all the formulas, and you know what the formulas are, you could always, when you're seeing a problem, you always could plug in parts of the formula, flip things around, and try to like work at it until you could get somewhere, and try to get closer and closer to what you're trying to get. And eventually, if you can do that enough, and your speed of math is somewhat decently fast, you'll be able to solve any problem pretty much. That's what I do when I'm taking tests. I don't always know every problem on a math exam, but I almost get all the questions right because, I know what I'm trying to get towards. I know we have to figure out what x is. So if it's some problem like with e to the 2x times e to the 4x or something, I know what